Hey everyone, just wanted to show you a new tripod I made for my video camera and my new camera that I'm getting. It takes after kind of like the Merlin stabilizer cam, and pretty much just use spare parts from around the house. I got just a piece of wood here attached to a bracket, and I use some washers to raise the bracket so I can fit the little bolt there, so I can easily take off the cam, and I can rotate this bracket side to side if I need to. And what I use for my other mounts are this is an old telescope tripod, and you know, it had the little clamps on it, and this piece of wood fit in there perfectly, so I got lucky on that. Let me turn on this light, might help you see it better. A little out of focus, stupid camera. But yeah, got this is all aluminum here, wood, aluminum down here. And I got a couple, just, you know, pretty much all spare parts, just spare part washers and stuff I put on for the front weight. And, you know, just trial and error until I got the weighting just right. I started off with just this bracket, this one, and this one, you know, in the standard way the Merlin is. But I found up here, rather than go through a mounting plate to move it side to side from the camera, rather than move it back and forth this way, I put on another bracket here. This way, if the camera gets, you know, leans over, because usually the cameras seem to be heavier on one side, especially if you open up the LCD or whatever. If the camera leans to one side, I just, you know, put less weights over here like I have over here, and a heavier weight over here, and it stabilizes it. This way I can keep the camera center of the whole unit, and I don't have to really mess with it. So that turned out a lot easier. So the first one, basically, I did have a bracket up here. It was a piece of wood, and just a mock-up of it, just to test to see, you know, how it was going to work. And, you know, it was kind of annoying me with the piece of wood, so I wanted a nice solid bracket up there. So it's a real solid bracket. And, you know, it seems to work pretty good. It's adjustable. I can adjust at this point and this point. So if, you know, if I want to extend this arm down, you know, it seems to help to extend it down when I'm like shooting up high or low. I don't know, just a forearm hits it, you know, if it's too close. But if you're doing normal stuff, it seems to work better at this level for this particular camera. So, you know, it's basically just a trial and error deal, adjusting everything. And once you adjust it, then it seems to stay level. And this is just a PVC pipe, 3/4 inch, and I used skateboard wheel bearings. I don't know if you could see that in there. One at the bottom, one at the top, and I used a 1/4 inch socket extender. And it fit perfectly right in the hole of the skateboard bearing. And I had to heat up the PVC to, you know, soften it so I can get the bearing in there. It fit perfect. And then also at the top, I did one at the top here. So, you know, this thing spins pretty darn good. You know, it's definitely good enough for what it needs to spin at. This tape up here is not holding anything or anything. I put the tape around here so I can have better control of, you know, just my panning. So it's not there to hold anything in place or anything like that. And then for the swivel little thing, I just used a socket. I don't know if you could see that. It's a little angle socket attachment. So I get all the motions. And then, you know, just pretty much swings. You know, as you can see it better this way, how it swings. so I get all the range of motions, just like a, you know, the ball and socket kind of thing. You know, and then when I pick it up, I don't know if you can see that, you know, it's staying up. And it seems to work pretty good. I can put my thumb here to pan if I have to, back and forth, you know, to control it a little bit better. But it does work really good. I mean, considering it was just made out of parts in the garage, you know, that I had laying around, you know, I'm totally impressed. I'll put some sample shots of with and without the mount or Steadicam, just so you can see. Obviously, that's going to be where you really get to see how it works and everything, and I'm sure that's what everybody's going to be interested in seeing. But you know, I just thought I'd share it with you. It was just fun messing around. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it to work or anything with the parts that I had, but you know, it was definitely worth it, because I was chasing my daughter around doing some test shots of chasing her through the house, and it just really real smooth and compared to if you were walking without it. But you know, that's pretty much it. It's very light since it's all aluminum. There's this piece of wood right here is the heaviest thing on the whole thing, of course, besides the little weights, but those are just washers. So it's not really heavy. I think the camera's heavier than the whole unit, actually. But, you know, with the weights on there, it just, you know, bounces out just fine. And, but I don't know, I like it. It seems to work. Maybe I'll eventually paint the wood black so everything matches, and the washer's black to go with the aluminum. And the handle, of course. Just paint that black, and I'll probably get some different kind of tape on here, maybe a black tape or whatever. No big deal. But you know, something to cushion this. Maybe I'll even get like a little grip or something, a foam grip, just to make it so it's a nice soft grip. But you know, just wanted to share it with you. All right, I'll post right after this clip. I'll post some video samples of with and without it. All right, see ya.